Hi y'all, Karma here. It's been a while. Stay tuned to the end of the video and I will tell you what's been going on at our little homestead and the activities and things that have kept me away for the last little bit. But today we're going to be opening the Wolf and Thyme box. And you know I love these boxes. This is the box for January 2023. So I hope you'll stick around and open the box with us.
Know me. Take the time to dig deep underneath this red heat. We could really meet.
Okay, so let's get into this month's box. Oh, let me tell you a little bit. All the subscription information will be in the video description as well as a link. There is a discount code, KARMA15, for 15% off your order. So the Wolf and Thyme box is $54 per month and it contains 8 to 10 items. First off, let me show you the letter. And you can just kind of see everything's packed in there like that. You've got stuff on the top and then all your things in the bottom. And the letter, here's the letter that you get each month. And it describes the items that are in the box. It says, Revealing the Scrolls, January. In ancient times, when all civilizations and tribes crossed over, traded, and were more as one people, we had scrolls of knowledge that helped us connect to our heritage, our culture, learn about self-care, and remember who we were. One of those important cultures was Egypt. No matter what path you follow or how you connect to nature, your inner voice, or your healing, Egypt is a part of it, whether you realize it or not. It records the blue source light that has been carried in your all-seeing eye, your sixth chakra, and in the holistic medicine, their foundation in your past life and in our very root beginning as healers. Let us learn together and reveal the secrets of the scrolls. So, that's the theme this month. And of course, you know that you get a card each month. And here's my card. So it's an Egyptian themed card there. Looks like I got the 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. Let's see. Before I forget, it says next month's theme, February, is Keys to Healing Nectar. Divine love, romancing the soul, deep bonding, secret magic, passion within. So this says Egyptian Tarot deck card. And 2 Lotus of Light incense sticks. You have been chosen, an intuitive card from the Egyptian Tarot deck by Scarabio. It has dynamic and historical illustrations of each arcana in theme with what the ancient times would see, and some say that Egyptian scripts have much to do with the influence of the creation of tarot. Meditate on your card and see what ancient meaning it has for you. Enjoy your incense as well, made of resin, oils, and fragrance to help you connect to the lotus and your inner light. And then at the bottom it says, tap into your past, remember who you are, and expand your mind to even deeper magic and healing. Use your new tools for self-care to enhance your own path and to create something unique and transformative just for you, Cat. So let's find the incense sticks. There they are. They always smell so good. And these are no exception. These have a really nice, like a florally smell, but really the deep, almost like an essential oil, not like cheap perfumey, flowery smell. Okay. So then let's look at the picture because you know how much I love Cat's pictures. This one got a little bit bent in the box, but I love that it's in a frame again, and look how gorgeous that is. So pretty. Let's see what she has to say. Iris in the Lotus Garden, print 5x7, glossy, created by Alunora for Wolf and Thyme. Ibis in the Lotus Garden is a watercolor print for this month of the sacred ibis bird of Egypt, which is a symbol of wisdom. The scribe Throth and was automatically mummified to give instruction in the afterlife to other scribes writing the scrolls. In its flying over the water garden of giant blue lotus in a magical moment of creation, resurrection, enlightenment, and power, it has the symbol of the Ankh and the left eye of Horus, which is described in your Grimoire page. The gold dips are of the sun's radiance melting down upon the land, and the oil used for the watercolor was frankincense. And you can see the ritual of her painting this on the Wolf and Thyme channel on YouTube. That is so pretty, and I always love Egyptian. I have the Eye of Horus tattooed on the back of my neck, and then I have an Ankh on the back of my right shoulder. So I've always really felt drawn to the Egyptian symbology and a lot of the history that they have. Very mystical and magical. Then we have this Grimoire page, which says Revealing the Scrolls. And it has it on it, canopic jars. In ancient Egypt, where they did mummification, 4 organs, the liver, lungs, stomach, and intestines were placed in separate canopic jars. Each were watched over by the 4 children of Horus and associated with the directions of the compass. Happy guards with lungs, baboon head. Empty guards, the liver, a human head. And, I'm going to mess this one up. Dwarmatif guards the stomach and upper intestine with a jackal head. And, this one's worse. Quebehsensuef. Quebehsensuef. How do you pronounce that? Guards the lower intestines with a falcon head. They were to help the dead go into the afterlife. The first to be found belonged to Queen Marisanka, the 3rd wife of King Khafra. Maybe I shouldn't read this. I can't read any of the names. And then it has a section on hieroglyphs. Talks about the Ankh, the word for life and breath of life. The Eye of Horus, the right eye, is the symbol of the sun, the eye of the falcon. And the left eye is the symbol of the moon, the eye of the falcon. Together, the two represent the whole universe. And then it has the gods, some of the gods that they had. Osiris, Horus, Isis, Thoth, Ra, Ma'at, Bastet, Sekhmet, 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 and Anubis. And then over here it says the blue lotus, the symbol of birth and rebirth associated with the god Nefertiti. The blue lotus blossom and the son of Re, the god of the sun, inspires life and darkness, and it blooms even in the murky gray waters of the marsh, with extended roots like the cord of a child to its mother's womb, symbolizing creation, kind of like the lotus. And so what does she say about this? Revealing the Scrolls Grimoire page, Wolf and Thyme 6x8, handmade recycled paper. Your Grimoire page is printed on handmade recycled paper and gives you the information and deeper knowledge on canopic jars, the protection of Horus and his children, the wisdom of hieroglyphs, the blue lotus, and a wider understanding of the gods of Egypt who helped write the scrolls. Fun! Okay, what else do we have now? I'll just pull something out. The Lotus and the Rose Coconut Milk Bath. Ooh, that looks yummy. That looks really yummy. Looks like it has some good herbs and stuff in it, so I'll probably pour it into a bag. Oh, how beautiful. Oh. I'll have to look and see what's in that, but it smells, I want to say like an, I don't know, like iris or something. Look at those pretty purple flowers in there. Oh, that smells so good. Oh, it's rose. Rose is what I'm smelling. I don't know why I didn't pick that out, but it smells so good of rose, like roses and cream. Lotus and rose coconut oat milk bath. And I'll bet it's the lotus I'm smelling too, and that's what threw me off. The rose and the lotus together. Ah, heavenly. Handcrafted with loving energy, this vegan alternative is a milk bath to give you the healing self-care of the gods as the pharaohs used. It is made with organic coconut milk powder, sea salt flakes, organic oat flour, lotus essential oil, dried roses, dried blue lotus petals, and the energy of the singing bowl. It comes with a tea-stained fabric scroll soaked in orange spice, chai, and maple tea for your ritual, which is included in a separate scroll as well. Stained tea fabric scroll. So let's look for that. Is this it, maybe? Let's see. Okay. This isn't a scroll, but it is a piece of fabric, so I'm not quite sure. We will keep looking a little bit further until we figure this out together. Because they've got these two scrolls. Maybe I'll open them next. So there's two little scrolls that I'll open. Oh, this one says fragrance oil recipe potion. And it has the ingredients you need, essential oils. Let's see, it's got coconut oil or extra virgin olive oil base, dried rose petals, oil of frankincense, oil of myrrh, oil of lotus, oil of orange peel, dried orange peel, gold and copper mica. It says mix your potion in a separate container than your final magic bottle. Use the dipper in the bottle. Okay, so this is something we're going to be making. Let's see if I can't find what goes with it. I don't know. I guess we'll keep looking, because I don't see any oils or anything. So I'm going to put this aside and keep looking. Well, let me look on here and see what it says. Fragrance oil. Okay, I'm going to keep looking. This will make sense eventually. So I'm going to open the other little scroll. And none of them... Yeah. This says bath milk ritual, so this is where we're going to use our bath milk and stuff like that, and it has the whole ritual written out for you. She does a really beautiful job with the rituals. And the little saying in it is, lotus that blooms from the mud into light, open the door to prosperity and sight. Rose from the ancient roots and lips of divine, protect, heal, and let my chakras align. From the milk of nature's love that is planted, I ask for this bounty and wisdom may be granted. So that kind of gives us that piece. Let's just start pulling out items and we'll see if we can't figure it out. It comes with a tea-stained fabric scroll. Is there the scroll in there, maybe? I'm a little confused, Kat. I'm sure I'll figure it out. I can't really tell. I can't see. Oh, maybe. No, I can't really tell. I don't really see anything in here, so I'm not sure if it's supposed to be in with it or not, but I don't see anything other than this blank thing. So yeah, so let's keep going. I'm thoroughly confused at this box. All right, then we have a nice copper offering plate, copper offering scrying bowl. Copper was a valuable metal in Egypt and was used in rituals to burn incense for the gods and to invite them into their presence. It is connected to healing and is used as an energy conduit and is an object of value and magic by many cultures. This bowl is for offering and for scrying with water, so that you can connect to your divine higher self and bring inner healing through the divination process. It is also used in your scroll for the milk bath ritual and can be used in many different ways as a sacred tool for your own path. You can't have too many of these ever. I'm always putting herbs and different things in them in little places around my house and stuff where I do certain intentions with them and then set them around. Okay, let's look at this little box. Ooh, pretty. Little scarab bracelet. Look how pretty. Very nice. Nice macrame with a couple of beads on the side. That's really pretty. I will definitely put that on. Let's see. Scarab hand-carved stone bracelet. The scarab symbolized the Egyptian sun god Khepri, who was responsible for pushing the sun across the sky and were thought to protect the heart, so when it was worn in ancient times as an amulet. It represents regeneration, immortality, and divine wisdom. This bracelet was hand-carved from soapstone and created in Egypt, weaved with beads, and has Egyptian inscription on the back. It is the blue color of divine sight energy or source that is seen many times throughout history in Egyptian scrolls, as was the scarab. Oh, nice. Look at the back. I don't know what that means. Pretty. And it's funny. Look, I'm wearing my Egyptian necklace here. That my mom got me when she went to Egypt. That is pretty. I like that bracelet. I love having a little piece of jewelry in these because, you know, I can use them during my rituals and then wear them to remind me of my rituals. Ooh, this is a pretty. Look. So pretty. And it's a little jar. The Children of Horus, or Statue of Horus, the Falcon jar. One of 4, made in Egypt. This beautiful piece is a replica of the canopic jar, one of 4 styles that are called the Children of Horus or the Sons of Horus in later texts. If you did not get a jar, then you were one of the 12 selected subscribers that got a statue of Horus the Falcon and received a special gift with your box as an intuitive surprise. Otherwise, you can read all about your jar in your Grimoire page included with your paperwork. This replica is made of polymer and has a little place inside for you to store something magical so that it can protect it and keep it safe from harm. They come in gray, brown, and white with engravings on them. You will either get one with the head of a falcon, a baboon, or a human, or a jackal. Very cool. And I got the human head. That is really pretty. All right. Then we've got a bag. Oh, nice. This is our next rune engraved stone. Look how pretty. That is pretty. I'm excited to get all of them. Talisman rune stone, all-seeing eye falcon symbol, handmade by Wolf and Thyme. One of a kind, this is the 7th in the exclusive set. The Talisman runestone is a divination tool and a symbol that has both meaning and magic in it from a sacred and ancient source. It is hand engraved in green jade, or by intuitive selection, blue moonstone. And I got green jade, which is jade's one of my favorites, so. You will have a symbol on it of the all-seeing eye, the Lord of the sky, the falcon. It is both the sight, intuition, inner vision, and representation of Horus, but also the shape of the bird itself. with the tail on the left and the beak on the right, and the swirl of the wing in the center, and the foot resting down, the totem of protection. Your talisman brings you wisdom, awareness, and strength to rise above all that is around you so that you can truly know what is real and what is an illusion. So, this is the 7th out of 12 stones. She's been sending one each month, and then when the set is complete, she'll send us a mat or a rug and directions on how to use them. So, yay! I've been really enjoying having them. Each one I put on my altar for each month, kind of to get to know it a little bit. That's so pretty. All right, I have a couple more things here. So here we have a raw stone. Not quite sure. Maybe an emerald. It's got the greens of the pretty nice size for your hand. Rough emerald stone. Love, compassion, healing, and abundance. Your sacred crystal hits the heart chakra and the element of water. It is included in your milk bath ritual and can be a wonderful tool anytime you need to reconnect to the flow and softness of the current nature's rivers, oceans, waterfalls, and lakes. The earliest mining of emerald was done in Egypt in 1300 BC. It is said that there is an ancient sacred emerald tablet which is inscribed the alchemy recipe for transformation and enlightenment. It is a deep emotional healer, bringing grace and helps you trust the process of the universe, that there is purpose for you without judgment, and takes away feelings of abandonment, unworthiness, and desperate mindset, so that reality is peaceful and harmonious. Your stone may also have elements of hematite, quartz, calcite, limestone, and granite, since it was formed when magma cools. Very pretty. Lots of interesting things to look at while you meditate, if you meditate on the stone. Okay, we have one more thing in here. So I still don't see the stuff that this talked about. Not the milk bath ritual, this one. The recipe. Recipe potion. So it looks like 7 drops of frankincense, 4 drops of myrrh, 6 drops of lotus flower, a pinch of orange peel, roses for love, and mica for sparkle. But I don't see anything with those ingredients in it. So I guess you just have to make it on your own. Kat, if you watch this, help me so my subscribers know. Write a comment below and let my subscribers know if you're just supposed to gather all the ingredients, because I don't see any ingredients in here. You know what? This does smell. So this must be what they were talking about, and I'll have to read the ritual to figure out how it goes in there. So this definitely smells really good and could be what they were talking about with the tea-stained fabric scroll. So this is the tea-stained fabric scroll, because it definitely has a gorgeous smell. So this is probably part of the ritual where we're going to write a scroll or do something with this. But as far as the oils in that recipe, I'm not quite sure on that. We have one more thing to open, but it doesn't have oils or anything in it. I think this is the bottle that we're supposed to put it in. But that's an awful lot of ingredients to have to come up with on your own. And if you had to buy a bottle of myrrh, a bottle of lotus, that can be quite expensive. So Kat, enlighten me below and let me know. It's great that we have this recipe, and I think that's awesome, but it doesn't appear like we have the stuff to make it. You would have to get that together yourself. This appears to be our little, where we would put it in, our Egyptian hand blow glass fragrance bottle and scroll. And so the scroll there, yeah, And so we have the recipe, but it doesn't appear that we have the ingredients to make it. And I'll probably just make something a little bit different because, again, to get all those different bottles of essential oil and stuff like that, I mean, you're probably looking at $40-50 to get all those ingredients, or at least at the size bottles I buy, which are, small. Look how pretty that is. I love the bottle and I will definitely use it. That is gorgeous. That's going to be so fun. Very pretty. I love that. So, looks like that's the box this month. So, the last 6 weeks have been crazy. We sold our house in Arizona and then moved all of that up to this house. We moved David's dad out of his house and sold it for him because he's now in a care facility. And then my mom moved from one place in Utah to another and gave us a bunch of stuff. So I had like 3 different households trying to come together, and I've lived in this house for a year and a half, so it was already kind of set. So, whoo, that took me a good week and a half just to go through that stuff. So that's part of what kept me away. And then I was getting ready to come back, and my granddaughter was born. Crazy story. So she was about a month early, and my son, of course, has grown up with me doing EMT and firefighting stuff, and his dad did as well. So he's kind of grown up in the EMS field and even got his EMT as well. And they were thinking that it was Braxton Hicks and took her over to the clinic next door. But by the time they got there, he said that she started being doubled over in pain, and he knew that this was real labor. So he put her in the truck to head towards the nearest hospital, which is about an hour away. And on the way there, she decided that the baby was coming. So he pulled over to the side of the road. It was minus 20 degrees out. And he went over to her side of the car. The baby was crowning. He delivered the baby, and the ambulance got there and was able to cut the cord, but he delivered the baby and everything. And she was cold because it was negative 20 out, but everyone was fine. They got him to the hospital. She was in the hospital for 3 days, and so we went to Craig to stay with my 4-year-old grandson so that they could be in the hospital together. So, woo! Just crazy stuff. So before I throw in some pictures of the activities and things that's been going on in my world for you to catch up, I want to thank you guys so much. Those of you that are still here, obviously, are my subscribers that look for my videos, and I appreciate you so much. I have to tell you that today it was really hard for me to get started videoing, and I sometimes just get in my head and start thinking, are you really reaching anybody? How important is it for you to do this, that kind of thing. And so I put on my big girl panties and I filmed today, and hopefully you enjoyed the video and you'll enjoy the photos that I'm sharing now of some of the things going on. So remember, come back often to the channel where you can say, Karma's my friend. Bye, y'all.